What's going on, people? Yesterday was a sad day, but not surprising. So here's my take on AFCON. By the way, it's been a great tournament. Like shout out to Morocco. Like Morocco has really done a good job. Like I've never seen an AFCON with the quality, the stadium, the pitch, great standard. Like most of the time whenever I watch African football, I'm like, why is the pitch why is it like yellowish green? Like why is the broadcasting, why is it so, the colors, those things are not like professional. Like when you watch other games like, the Champions League or whatever. But Morocco stepped up their game, and the AFCON 2025 was good, and it's still good. The matches have been good. I think that also the great teams from the continent made it to the round of 16, the quarterfinals as well. And I think the best four teams in the tournament made it to the semifinals. Now, talking about the semifinals. Now, Senegal, first of all, Morocco is the best team on the continent, hands down. Best team on the second to me, Senegal comes right behind them. So I'm not surprised at the finals. I think the final is the right final. I know a lot of Nigerians are like, this was like a consolidation prize for Nigerians because, Nigeria didn't make the World Cup. But here's the thing, right? You have to prepare for this moment. You can't just AFCON and just win it because you had, you're playing Tanzania and, or no. That's not how it works. You have to put in the work first. And Nigeria has not put in the work. Since 1994, when Nigeria went to the first, I remember USA 94. The teams we had from 94 to 96, best products out of Nigeria ever. Those players, like, you just remember their name because they were so good. Not because they were like, tactical, that too, but their passion. You felt they were playing for something bigger than themselves. You have, Captain Uche Okechukwu, Sunday Olise, Kanu Nwankwo, Taribo West, Omokachi, Amunike, Victor Ikweba. Like, these guys were Babangida. Like, these guys were just Peter Rufai. Like, I can remember them. Why can I remember them? Because there was something else in them that Nigeria has not been able to replicate ever since then. And I think it's because corruption has infiltrated the Nigerian Football Association. And it's bad because football is the only thing that unites that country. Football is in the blood of, I think football is in the blood of Nigerians. You're just born with it for some reason. And that is why everyone is so passionate about the sports, which is great. But I think Nigeria is still living in old glory. And it's high time that country, old glory is gone. There needs to be some readjustment. Football is not just about skills. It's just not about, he plays for Manchester United or he plays in Europe. Especially when it comes to, nations, there's an element of passion and patriotism that is in football. And if you have players who are I don't know how my dad says that. My dad says lackadaisical or whatever, who are not serious, who are going to take penalties like Chukwueze, then you're never ever gonna. You might reach the top, you're gonna drop immediately, or you might almost get into the top, you will drop. Now let's go to Chukwueze. Now a lot of people are saying, he should be cancelled. This. And yeah, people miss penalties. Some people say he should not be cancelled. They should leave him alone. I think he deserves everything that he's getting, whether the love or the hate. Where in in this world or in the world of football do you go to take a penalty, a crucial penalty, and you're walking like a pigeon? First of all, the Moroccan goalkeeper is one of the best goalkeepers when it comes to penalty. You watched the last World Cup. I think in the quarterfinals, that keeper he almost saved all the penalties that Morocco was against Morocco in that whole cup. So he's a very good goalkeeper. And when you're walking to a good goalkeeper like that with no confidence, he's gonna read you. And that goalkeeper read him. He knew that he was like, man, this one is just, and it's like Chukwueze just passed the ball. Yes, you can miss penalties. It's fine. You can miss penalties. There's nothing wrong with that. People miss penalties all the time. But miss the penalty with some form of passion. Let us see that you tried. And it was non-existent in his mannerism, in anything when he went to take that penalty. So I think that Chukwueze should actually be suspended from the team. He should be taken and they should talk to him and teach him and coach him that it's not just skills, it's about passion. Another thing is that I think that these players don't understand that it's an honor to represent your nation. I think every other country understands this. And I think because of how Nigeria is, the bad and all that stuff, I don't think that these people realize that it's an honor for you to wear that jersey on a stage and represent your country. And I think that Nigeria needs to go back to whether they need to hire a psychologist, a therapist, to talk to these players, to motivate them, to let them realize that it's not just your skills, it's also passion. And again, talking about skills, Morocco was the better team, frankly speaking. But not in every football game is not just skills. Sometimes it's the passion and who wants it more. And yesterday, Nigeria didn't want it more. The team didn't play well. They were subdued by the Moroccan. Yes, technically, tactically, but they didn't have the extra oomph to get them to the finals. So I think that the best teams are going to play in the finals. Senegal and Morocco, they deserve it. They've been the best two teams this tournament. Nigeria, once again, the sickness is still there. They haven't found a cure yet. Maybe they'll find a cure in the next 4 years. We don't know. But something needs to be done in the national team to revamp. I think Osimhen is the only player that has passion in the team. He's the only player that has passion. And there was a video I made a while ago that one player cannot carry the whole team. Osimhen is the only passionate player. He's the face of the franchise. So it's sad, but it's the reality. And to all Nigerians, you should be used to this by now. And I think the coach should suspend Chukwueze for a while. And he also has a thing to blame. People should not be taking penalties if they've not yet really warmed up their body to the game. I think it's a wrong move as well. But yeah, man. Yeah. Nigerians, take heart. It is what it is. Hopefully we'll get it right. Peace.